What is up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my all new 3D hoodie mockup. I am going to be giving away a free version of this mockup. If you just head over to my Instagram, drop a comment on any of my posts with the word GOAT and I'll send you a link to a free version of this. Now the free version only includes a static 360 hoodie, and if you're wanting a walk cycle as well as different variations of the garments, you'll have to pay for the bundle. If you've already purchased my hoodie mockup before, you should have received an email that looks like this. Click on access downloads and it will take you to a download page and you should have version 3 available to download. Now if you haven't purchased this before, head over to my site. The link will be in the description and you can add this to your cart and download it from there. Once you have downloaded all the files, it should be about 2.56 gigs. It should look something like this. Now you don't really have to worry about all these other files. These are open files which you can customize yourself if you into Clo 3D. So we've got a bunch of Clo 3D files here, substance files, your avatar walking, and a bunch of other files that aren't really important if you're just going to be using the Blender file. Now if you are going to go with the free version, you're going to have just a hoodie and a Photoshop file to work with. So we're going to go straight into our Blender file. Once we've opened that up, it should look something like this. Now the first thing you want to do is go to your material preview window and click on that. Now it is going to be pink at first. This means that your files are not linked. So we're going to want to relink everything so that everything looks good. So we're going to go File, External Data, and click on Find Missing Files. Now just go to the folder that you downloaded. So mine is on my desktop and I'm going to click Find Missing Files. And everything should get relinked. So from here, it's very simple. We already have a 360 rotation, which is included in the free version. You're only going to get the hoodie with the hood up. You won't get these walking cycles or the down version. So I'm just going to go over everything very quickly. So we have hoodie down, which looks like this. We have hoodie down walking, which looks like this. Then we have the hoodie up, which looks like this. And then we have our hoodie up walking, which looks like this. Okay, so from here, very simple. We're going to go to our down version. We're going to go to frame 0 and we are going to now update the design. So from here, we're going to go back to our downloaded folder and we're going to be using, you can either use Photoshop, Photopea, up to you. Photopea is a free version of Photoshop that uses a browser. Now, when we are working with the down version, we must make sure to edit the down Photoshop file. So let's open that up and you should get something like this. So on the right, we have a washed finished. You can slightly see it here. If we hide that, it becomes very clear. We have a worn version and this is just a clean alpha if you don't want any finishes. So we're going to be using the washed version and we're going to change the color to, maybe we want to make it like a bluish color. Maybe we're going to change the color to something like this. And then you're not going to be using my logo, so you can delete these two logos and we're just going to drag and drop in a different logo. So I'm going to go look for a logo that I've designed. I'm going to drag and drop this straight in and scale this. You can also put text on here, whatever you want. And I'm going to copy this logo and maybe put it down the sleeve as well. So just to give you a basic understanding of this is the front of the hoodie, the back of the hoodie, the left sleeve, right sleeve, the hood, and the front pockets. Okay, so from here, once we're happy with the color and the finish and we've added our logos, we're going to hit save and we're going to go back to Blender and we're going to go change our shader preview and change it right back. And just like that, you can see it has been updated. Now, if you're unhappy with that specific design and you want to change it, it's very simple. You just go back to Photoshop, change the logo, change the color. Maybe I want to make it red and hit save. Then we go back to Blender and we do the same thing. So change the shader preview and change it back. Now it's red and we have our logo at the back. So now just bear in mind that we have only changed the hoodie down file. So when we go to hoodie up, it's going to be default. But now if we go to our hoodie down walking animation, we can see that that's also been updated, which is great. Now, maybe you don't want the walking cycle to be straightforward. You want it to do a 360 rotation. So you can click on the garment, press R on your keyboard followed by Z, and we're going to press 0 to set our first keyframe. You'll see at the bottom left here, we've set our first keyframe. Then we're going to go all the way to the end and press R followed by Z and type 360. And now we have a 360 walking animation. Now, in order for it to be a smooth 360 rotation, we're going to make sure we've selected both of these keyframes. You're going to right click and say interpolation mode and set it to linear, and then it's going to be a perfect 360 cycle. So now if you want to update the hoodie up, we're going to do the same thing. So let's go to our downloaded folder. We're going to go to hoodie up, open this up in Photoshop, and let's change the color, make it red, or let's make it yellow, and we're going to change it to wear, and let's keep the logos as is, hit save, and then just like that, it has been updated. Works exactly the same as our hood up version, so the walk animation has been updated as well. Nothing much more to do there. Then for our background, right now it is transparent, so when we render, it will be transparent. So some people might not want to have that, so what you can do is go to your renderer preview. We're going to go down to film and remove the transparent, and now it's going to be black at the back. So to change the color of the background, we're going to go to our shader editor and hit object and change it to world, and this is going to be our color. So right now it's on black, so we want to change it to white, or maybe we want to change it to red, just like that. You just click on the color and you can change. Now note that it will slightly affect the color of your garment. I also do have a background lighting setup bundle which you can get, and you can just drag and drop these straight into that. So now that you're happy with your background and you want to render out a frame, we're going to go to our output settings, resolution. So this is totally up to you. It also depends on your PC how strong it is. I would suggest pumping the resolution more than the sample rate because you actually end up getting better results. I'm going to put this at 2160 by 3840. This is your number 16 aspect ratio, and then we're going to go to our render and set our sample rate to 300, and we can set our noise threshold to 0.1, and then we're going to go to our top left here and hit render image. This is going to render out one frame. Once this is done, you can see that it looks pretty cool, looks awesome. And to save this image, we can go file, save as, and just set your output, call it what you want, and hit save. Now this is just going to save one image. Note that the time to render one frame was just under 12 seconds. So that means if you're going to render 280 frames, you're going to times 12 seconds by 280 and it will give you a render time. So it might take quite a bit of time depending on a PC. So just take that into consideration. Now maybe you want to render an animation and you don't have editing software. The best way to do this is go to your output settings, and at output we're going to select our folder. So I'm just going to do straight to my desktop. We're going to call this hoodie render, hit accept. We're going to change the file format to FFmpeg video. This is going to be a video output, and then in encoding we're going to select this little preset button and change it to H264 in MP4. So this is going to allow us to export a video animation without having to edit it. Once that's all set up, we're going to go render animation, and it's going to start rendering frame by frame. If this video did help you, please make sure to drop a like, comment, and sub. Don't forget I'm running a sale across my whole store for the month of September. Everything is 50% off, and I have a bundle which includes everything on my store for $30, so make sure to check that out. I'll leave a link in the description for that. If you need any help, make sure to join my Discord. I'm always free to help. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.